Hey guys, welcome back to the Human Condition. Uh, this video is another video in our biology brain chemical series. I knew I had to do another one for you guys because you guys seem to really like this one. So I was definitely wanted to do another one for you guys. So this one is, I think the title for this one might be what the Flash characters represent different brain chemicals, or what the Flash characters represent brain chemicals. This is a really fun one I want to do because I love the show The Flash. So shout out if you have never seen the show, the CW show The Flash. It's a pretty fire show. Pretty lit. Um, basically, so I wanted to definitely do one for The Flash for you guys. So if you're new, these types of videos that talk about brain chemicals and how they have certain personality traits associated with them, and which character I think can be associated to a certain personality type based off a brain chemical. Now this is just theory based, so it might not be 100%, but just in my opinion, based on like what character I think represents different personality types and brain chemicals. So yeah, to get started, we can start with the Flash himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Barry Allen. Barry Allen this one was the easiest one, I guess, to do for this video with the brain chemicals, and I think, in my opinion, he's probably serotonin, because serotonin is the brain chemical associated with optimism and keeping the group together. I think Barry Allen or the Flash, or Grant Gustin, whatever the actor, he, at least the Flash in the show, really keeps everyone together. He's a leader of Team Flash. And it's not always in shows where the leader keeps everyone together, but in this scenario, I think he really is the key to keeping the whole team together. He helps them all unite under one front of helping him grow as a person, and he helps them grow as a person as well. And it's pretty wholesome to see throughout the series. I feel like the Flash is a really cool, funny guy in the show. He's very caring, very sweet. Also, spoilers if you haven't seen the show, because I might say some spoilers, but if you want to check it out, I definitely recommend. It's a pretty great show. It's a pretty great show. He is very helpful to the team. Definitely see a lot of personal growth and development. He's also a good representation of serotonin, keeping the group together, because in the end, he ended up actually being the paradigm of love. And there's these are the paradigms of the 7 people that saved the world. And I feel like paradigm of love definitely basically means he cares about everyone almost as much as every person basically he meets. He cares about them as much as like a close family friend or a family member, which is kind of wholesome. So for that reason, his optimism and keeping people together, I'm gonna say he's serotonin, I guess. He could honestly be oxytocin, because that's like the love and caring hormone. But I've saved that for our next character, which is Iris. Iris, I think, is definitely oxytocin, because kind of similar to my other videos, like, for example, oxytocin in my other videos was from Abbott. I gave that to Gregory. From Harry Potter, I gave it to Hagrid. These are the really loving, caring, usually the romantic interest in the show, but doesn't necessarily have to be. These people are the ones that are either the romantic interest, are very romance oriented, or just very loving and caring and sweet people. I feel like throughout the show, Iris is very loving, caring, and sweet overall. She takes care of Barry, which is nice, and so I feel like in the Team Flash cast, she would definitely be the persona of oxytocin. So kind of like my other videos, this one wasn't as tough. Like some videos, it's like they don't fit it quite to a T, but I feel like she fits the oxytocin loving, caring quite to a T. So it's pretty cool to see with that. Reverse Flash, Eobard Thawne, Harrison Wells, the original one from season 1, the bad one. This one was probably actually the easiest one. He's adrenaline. I associate most characters with adrenaline. I very rarely use the brain chemical adrenaline when I do these videos, but these go to characters when their actions are typically self-serving, but it's very like borderline. Dopamine becomes and adrenaline are very close, but dopamine self-serving isn't overly aggressive. If it's just overly aggressive, then it becomes adrenaline. So we could see how brutal he like attacks Barry's entire family and like leaves him like kind of without a family. So you can definitely see how Eobard Thawne could be the embodiment, in my opinion at least, I could be wrong, of adrenaline, of pure raw aggression and anger. Functions on anger. Most characters I associate this with are very angry, sometimes resentful. Some aren't all as to level as, like, for my AP Bio, I gave this to Jack Griffin, which might be a little harsh because he's not as like super aggressive, but he's a little aggressive occasionally. But Eobard Thawne would definitely be the prime example of um, adrenaline, because he's super angry, super aggressive, interesting guy, complex guy, character, but very aggressive and is very jealous of the Flash. Very, very jealous because he wants to be where he is in life, and he feels like he was wrong because he was supposed to be famous, but he almost became obsessed with the Flash and wanted to take him down. Cisco, the lovable, friendly Cisco, probably one of my favorites. He's like the comedic relief, and he's very funny and very chill in the Flash. So the chill hormone, I was gonna give him dopamine, but he's not self-serving enough. It's dopamine is the character that is impulse oriented, self-serving, morally questionable. And the Flash doesn't really have an anti-hero or like a good morally questionable character that I can think of at the moment off the top of my head. There might be one I'm missing, but from the main core cast from like season 1 and throughout most of the show, not really. Like, most people I associate with dopamine was like Barney from How I Met Your Mother, Resident Alien. I gave you know Harry dopamine, but because it's all self-serving, motivation, pleasure oriented, based, impulse based. But there's not really one from the Team Flash. They're all very caring people, so it's very, not that other characters that are dopamine aren't caring, but they're sometimes self-serving, whereas the cast from the Flash are so not self-serving that it's hard to associate one with dopamine. So that being said, Cisco would definitely be GABA. This is the one I gave to Klaus from. I don't use this one a lot, but I gave this one to Klaus from the Umbrella Academy. But this one is the chill, fun-loving, lighthearted, kind of just go with the flow, brain chemical. So I definitely gave this to Cisco because he's when stuff is stressful, he's very comedic and he's very chill and doesn't get stressed out quite as much as like Barry or Iris or any other characters in the show. And then finally we have, so that was those 4, and then finally we have Caitlin. Caitlin's an awesome character. She's sweet, funny, and caring. And I decided to give her cortisol, which is the stress hormone, because it was tough to say, because she could honestly be the other ones too, because she is really sweet and caring and sometimes optimistic, but she's the voice of reason within the group. So she's the very like responsible one. So out of everyone, whereas Cisco's not quite as responsible, kind of like foils in a way, but not really. Cisco's not quite as responsible. Caitlin is. So from at least what I remember, it's been a while since I watched Flash, but I'm pretty positive. So Caitlin would be, and she's often the more stressed out one out of the group between Iris, Cisco, Barry, and Joe. Which I didn't associate one with Joe, just because there's one I couldn't think of for Joe necessarily. But Joe's an awesome character as well. But Caitlin would be cortisol, because she gets stressed out a ton. But the stress is good, obviously, because it helps her continue to work hard and do her best to help the team. And come up with great ideas, to help the team with new ideas and come up with great things to really support and help and be one of the most supportive ones in the group, actually. So, yeah. So, in conclusion, I gave Barry serotonin because, um, like all my other ones, like Abbott Elementary, I gave that to Janine because she's optimistic and happy-go-lucky. So, yeah. So Barry is very optimistic and he keeps the group together, in my opinion. So this one was easy to say that he was definitely serotonin. Iris is very loving, usually the love interest or the person that is interested in romance. And also caretaking would fit the persona of oxytocin. I feel like Iris is definitely the good character that fits that role because she's very caring, wholesome, sweet. So she'd definitely be oxytocin. Cisco, chill, very very motivated, very actually just take that back. I was thinking of a different brain chemical. Very chill, very funny and lighthearted character in the group, and kind of is the comedic relief that calms down tension within serious scenarios. For Cisco, he's one of my favorite characters, I think, from the show. I like them all equally, but he's probably my favorite. Caitlin, like I said, was cortisol, because Caitlin is kind of stressed out a lot, but she's also very helpful to the team, and that's why I gave her cortisol. So yeah, that's my conclusion of what the Flash characters represent different brain chemicals. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My next video will probably be another astrology video, so stay tuned for that, or another what character roles video. I know you guys seem to really like that series, so I'll definitely do another one for you guys. Let me know down below if you have a certain series that you want me to check out. I'd definitely be interested in hearing guys' feedback for certain shows. I've had people suggest things before, like Harry Potter, and I was like, I want to listen to you guys and give out what you want to see. So just let me know down below if you have if you like this format and you have a specific show you want me to theorize about what brain chemicals, or just a video topic in general. I'm open to any new ideas. I like to take feedback and your guys' feedback and really give you what you want to see. So yeah. Thanks again for all the recent support of my videos. I really appreciate you guys. It really means a lot to me. So I really appreciate you guys for that. And yeah, as always, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.